Have you ever felt like you're walking on eggshells in your relationship, constantly explaining yourself, feeling controlled, or doubting your own judgment? You're not alone. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the hidden signs of emotional exploitation that could save you years of pain and heartache. Stay tuned to discover how to protect your heart and reclaim your power. First, it's important to understand the typical characteristics of a man who exploits a woman. Generally, they fall into two categories. The first includes those who have no or very little feelings for the woman. The second encompasses those who have a specific objective with the woman and plan to achieve that goal and then leave, indicating that they are interested in a short-term rather than long-term relationship. Their exploitation often revolves around three things: the body, money, and spirit. Men who work towards such a goal usually exhibit the following 5 common traits. The first trait commonly found in those who seek to exploit your emotions is that they often use sweet words and present a promising future. Anyone who has been emotionally exploited will recognize this pattern, such as promises of marriage or descriptions of a happy family life with children. They may also offer to support your career and financial needs. Some individuals attempt to exploit women by identifying and manipulating their perceived weaknesses, such as their tendency to listen to and value men's words. This can be seen when women often quote phrases like, "But he told me that he loves me," or any sentence that starts with, "but he said." To achieve their exploitative goals, these individuals often promise a bright future early on in the relationship before any real feelings have developed. They may talk a lot, but their actions don't match their promises. The solution for women to avoid this trap is straightforward. If someone makes big promises too early in the relationship, before real feelings have had a chance to develop, it's best to distance yourself from that person. Remember, quality things rarely come easily. There is often something concealed that you're not seeing. Regardless of what a man promises, let his actions be the proof of his words. You don't have to believe or disbelieve, just observe and let their actions reveal the truth. Another common trait of those who wish to exploit is playing the victim. Men who exploit women's emotions often portray themselves as victims of circumstances. They frequently depict themselves as victims of an unhappy marriage or unfulfilling relationships. What's significant is that they rarely attempt to resolve their issues and have a tendency to dwell on their perceived victimhood. For instance, they might tell you about their loveless marriage and how you are their only reason to keep going. They may insist that they're staying together only for their child's sake. In other scenarios, they might recount all the times they've been hurt or deceived in previous relationships. Despite these stories being in the past, they continue to retell them without making any efforts to change their situation. In essence, one common trait of people who seek to manipulate you is their habit of playing the victim. This strategy is used to evoke sympathy or to avoid dealing with their own issues, expecting you to empathize with them instead. Another common trait is their desire for control and dominance. They may demand constant communication, invade your privacy, and impose restrictions on your attire, social interactions, and career choices. This control is often justified as an act of love or protection. The underlying objective is to limit your independence and keep you under their influence. By controlling you, they can extend their manipulation. They begin by forcing you into submission and then sugarcoat their actions as acts of love and protection. But in reality, every time you comply, it's a reassurance for them that they still hold power over you. What's the solution to this? Remember, if a man truly loves you, he'll support your growth and development without imposing control. Control contradicts genuine love. A common tactic of individuals who exploit your emotions is to pressure you into having their child before marriage. This is typically a power play, making you reliant on them by creating a biological tie. This gives them a sense of control and the ability to manipulate your life as they please. They treat you as an object of their entertainment. Notice that those who control women often encourage them to have several children. Those chosen to bear their children are usually women they have a slight affection for, but it's not real love. If it were, they would have married you without the condition of bearing their child. A man who truly loves you will marry you because he cherishes you and wants to spend his life with you, not because you're bearing his child. The true value of a woman lies not in childbirth, but in the contributions she makes and the values she brings. As a solution, refuse to have a child with a man who isn't your husband. Only have a child when you're ready and genuinely want one in your life. Don't use childbirth as a tool to keep a man. By agreeing to this, you're allowing him to keep you, which signifies a lack of confidence in your worth. A woman's value isn't in childbirth, but in her actions and the values she embodies. The fifth characteristic of individuals who wish to exploit your emotions is their insistence on early sexual intimacy and disrespect towards you in this matter. This behavior arises not from a desire to build a long-term relationship or care for you, but rather to satisfy their own physical needs. They often demand and pressure, expressing dissatisfaction, unhappiness, or even punishment if you do not comply. Furthermore, they may propose unreasonable requests, such as involving more people in the relationship or requiring you to cater to their desires. These unreasonable demands are often justified with seemingly logical reasons, such as sex being necessary for love or sex being a way to feel renewed. These excuses may sound reasonable at first, but they are not. An important principle to remember is that love is never founded on lust. When a man truly loves you, he cherishes not just you, but everything that belongs to you, including your body. In a loving relationship, your feelings are always prioritized above his satisfaction. To summarize, there are 5 common traits among men who seek to exploit women's feelings for physical, financial, and spiritual gains. First, they make sweet promises of a bright future. Second, they portray themselves as victims of circumstances without making efforts to change. Third, they tend to control and impose their will on you. Fourth, they may pressure you into having a child before marriage. Lastly, they may force physical relations or disrespect you in sexual matters. Women most likely to suffer from exploitation often lack fulfillment in their lives due to various factors such as a lack of dating knowledge, social interactions, finances, and peace. Their perceived self-value tends to be low. At times, we all encounter individuals who may try to take advantage of us. However, those with a high level of fulfillment readily push such individuals away. On the other hand, those with a low level of fulfillment may easily accept mistreatment from others. People who are fulfilled have a clearer perspective and are sensitive to unstable situations. They quickly recognize when they are being taken advantage of. If you continually allow yourself to be exploited, others may assume that you accept and value such treatment. Therefore, to avoid being exploited, strive to become a more fulfilled version of yourself. This involves becoming financially independent, gaining dating knowledge, and finding peace and joy in what you love. If you can identify what you lack and seek to fill that void, you are less likely to depend on others and allow them to exploit you. As a woman of high value, you are less likely to encounter those who lack quality. Emotional exploitation can lead to feelings of anger and bitterness, but these feelings don't contribute to our beauty or improve our lives. They don't change past events, but only serve to cause us more pain. It's important to acknowledge your role in any exploitation you've experienced. Remember, you allowed that man to treat you that way. The purpose of this advice is to help you recognize the signs and take action in time. Aim to increase your self-worth. This is the key to ending emotional exploitation. Now that we've explored the signs of emotional exploitation and how to protect yourself, let's shift our focus to a specific form of emotional manipulation that often occurs in romantic relationships: controlling behavior. Understanding this connection is crucial, as controlling behavior is a common tactic used by those who seek to exploit their partners emotionally. Let's delve deeper into this topic and learn how to recognize the signs of a controlling boyfriend, empowering you to take action and reclaim your autonomy. First, it's essential to recognize that control is not an inherent personality trait, but rather a manifestation of deeper issues. Control often stems from unresolved inner pain and past traumas. Your partner may have experienced deception, manipulation, or a lack of nurturing love during their formative years. While this context helps us empathize, it's crucial to understand that it doesn't justify their harmful behavior towards you. Let's examine 3 key indicators that suggest you might be in a controlling relationship. Dominance over your choices. Your partner may try to dictate various aspects of your life, including how you spend your time, what you wear, or whom you interact with. This behavior restricts your personal freedom and individuality. Invasion of privacy. You might feel constantly monitored, as if you're living under surveillance. This could manifest as your partner demanding access to your phone, social media accounts, or expecting immediate responses to their messages. Constant need for justification. You find yourself frequently explaining or defending even the most mundane actions or decisions. This creates an atmosphere of perpetual suspicion and erodes trust in the relationship. It's a common misconception that love or patience can transform a controlling person. The reality is far more complex. Controlling behavior is often deeply ingrained, rooted in long-standing insecurities or past traumas. Remaining in the relationship, hoping for change, may inadvertently reinforce their behavior. True change can only occur when the controlling individual recognizes their issues and actively seeks professional help to address them. If you've identified that you're in a controlling relationship, the most crucial step is to prioritize your mental and emotional health. While ending a relationship is never easy, it's often necessary for your personal growth and safety. When you decide to end the relationship, approach it with clarity and firmness. Avoid getting entangled in lengthy explanations or heated arguments. Remember, your primary goal is to extricate yourself from the situation as safely and smoothly as possible. Love should be a force that empowers and uplifts you, not one that confines or diminishes your spirit. You deserve a relationship where you can thrive, grow, and express yourself freely. Think of your personal freedom as a pair of wings. Protect them fiercely, and don't allow anyone to clip them. If you find yourself trapped in a controlling relationship, remember that you're not alone. Reach out to trusted friends, family members, or professional support services. They can provide the emotional backing and practical assistance you might need during this challenging time. Remember, recognizing the problem is the first step towards reclaiming your life and happiness. You possess the inner strength to break free and create the healthy, fulfilling relationship you truly deserve. While controlling behavior in relationships can be harmful, it's often just the tip of the iceberg. Let's now explore an even more serious issue that can stem from these controlling tendencies: dating violence. While controlling behavior in relationships can be harmful, it's often just the tip of the iceberg. Let's now explore an even more serious issue that can stem from these controlling tendencies: dating violence. As we transition, it's crucial to understand that recognizing the early warning signs of both controlling behavior and dating violence can be life-saving. So let's dive deeper into this critical issue that affects far too many relationships. So what exactly is dating violence? Dating violence isn't just about physical abuse. It encompasses a range of behaviors that can be just as damaging emotionally. We're talking about situations where one partner tries to control or dominate the other, whether through physical force, manipulation, or emotional coercion. Now, you might be wondering, how does someone end up in a violent relationship? It's rarely a sudden thing. Often it's a gradual process where boundaries are slowly eroded. The aggressor might start with small controlling behaviors that escalate over time. And here's the kicker: it usually only happens in relationships that have been going on for a while, where the victim, for various reasons, agrees to continue the relationship despite these red flags. Let's break this down. When a person resorts to violence or control in a relationship, it often means they've lost power in other ways. They're at an impasse, feeling like they have no other way to get what they want. So they use force as a last resort. It's crucial to understand that this isn't about love, it's about power and control. Let's talk about some key warning signs of dating violence. First, excessive jealousy or possessiveness is a major red flag. This might manifest as your partner constantly checking your phone or social media, or accusing you of cheating without any reason. Another concerning sign is when your partner tries to isolate you from your friends and family. They might discourage you from seeing your loved ones or make you feel guilty for spending time with others. Rapid mood swings or unpredictable behavior can also be indicative of an abusive relationship. This could include sudden outbursts of anger or alternating between extreme affection and coldness. Controlling behavior is another serious issue to watch out for. Your partner might try to dictate what you wear or who you talk to, monitor your whereabouts constantly, or make decisions for you without your input. Pressuring you into physical intimacy is a clear violation of your boundaries. An abusive partner might ignore your consent or use guilt or threats to coerce you. Verbal abuse or put-downs are also common in unhealthy relationships. This could involve constant criticism, name-calling, or belittling your achievements and dreams. Lastly, financial control is a form of abuse that's often overlooked. Your partner might restrict your access to money or force you to account for every expense. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on trust, respect, and equality. If you recognize any of these signs in your relationship, it's important to seek help and support. The effects of dating violence can be far-reaching and long-lasting. Victims often experience decreased self-esteem, anxiety, depression, and may have difficulty forming healthy relationships in the future. It's not just about the physical scars. The emotional wounds can run deep. If you recognize any of these patterns in your relationship, it's crucial to take action. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and open communication. If these elements are missing, it might be time to reevaluate. There are resources available if you or someone you know is experiencing dating violence. Reach out to local support groups, counselors, or domestic violence hotlines. Remember, seeking help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. As we wrap up this video, let's take a moment to reflect on the importance of healthy relationships. Dating violence is a serious issue that affects many, but knowledge is power. By recognizing the signs and understanding the dynamics, we're taking the first step towards creating a safer dating environment for everyone. Remember, you deserve a relationship that respects your boundaries, values your independence, and makes you feel safe and loved. If you or someone you know is experiencing dating violence, don't hesitate to reach out for help. There's strength in seeking support. If you found this guide helpful, please like it to help us reach more people, as YouTube's algorithm favors videos with many likes. Even a simple "I'm listening" lets me know you're engaging with this important topic. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Thank you for your attention. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, stay safe and take care of yourselves. Remember, in a healthy relationship, love should lift you up, not bring you down.